Aqua Soul family, what it do? Is your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Go ahead and take a moment and click that like button, guys, if you don't mind. Also click the subscribe button if you have not done so already, as well as the notification bell, because I do upload for us quite often, right? Okay. Don't have much of a meditation energy to bring about for us today. I didn't get silence, but I didn't get anything in particular either. So I'm just feeling the need to just jump right in. So let's go ahead and do that. See what we got going on here. Start off with a few oracle cards, okay? Keep in mind that the messages are general, guys, so they may or may not resonate. I upload for you guys quite often, right? So it can't be for every Aquarius every time. You know what I'm saying? Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, as it is fluid. Okay? If it sounds like I'm talking about your person, maybe I am. You know, you can swap the roles, however that goes, right? Especially for cross watchers. All right, things just got a little bit messy there now, didn't it? Did you see that? Like, what kind of shuffle was that? Are you going through something pretty messy at the time? Let's see here. See what we get for the general energies here. Reference to this person. Now, there is someone here. Ooh, you guys. Hold up. Let me get it. Yeah, there is someone here, but I feel like you either already know this or this is something that is coming into your thought processes currently, okay? You possibly peg this person as the one, actually, right? Lots of qualities that you were kind of looking for in a person, in your person, in a counterpart, right? A partnership type of ordeal. Things definitely didn't turn out the way that you thought that they would, and now you have this kind of idea in your mind. Now, this is in reference to your person. Okay. So there appears feelings. It says, I'm swearing off dating, have no desire to be with anyone. So this is someone who is completely shutting down. I believe this person was shutting down while the two of you were in connection, okay? You kind of felt this person's energy separating from you. I don't get the idea that it was a third party, but I feel as though you may have thought that there were others involved, okay? Damn, it says incomparable, okay? So I believe once this person's energy started changing, that's basically when you took your energy away, okay? I think that you were too much for this person. Can I just be honest? Can I be frank? You know, I feel like you may have been just a little bit too much for this person to handle. And so instead of saying to you that they felt overwhelmed or they felt, I don't know, a little less than, insecure, like they couldn't keep up, like, you know, you were gonna figure them out eventually, right? This could also be someone who felt like they were not for you either. I feel like you were going to give this person an opportunity to build themselves. Is this Build-A-Bear goddamn? What is this, y'all? What? Don't curse me. I just heard that. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Yeah, that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? We opening up a whole workshop. Letting these motherfuckers build themselves up. That's what we doing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting now, right? So this is somebody who, listen, even though they knew you were giving them the opportunity to kind of step up to the plate, improve, right? Self-improvement, they still did not believe in themselves, right? This is somebody who really could not wrap their brain around why you were talking to them, why you were giving them a shot, why you were dealing with them, why you were giving them a chance. But instead of, right, like a normal adult or person, right, responsible individual, instead of just telling you that, letting you go, or kind of having a conversation about possibly going separate ways or being just friends, this person will still stay in the connection and kind of bring hot and cold energy, very inconsistent energy, on and off energy. In one moment, they're there, full force, 100%, and then the next day or even the next hour for some of you, it's very quick, you know, the way they would go in and out of this energy, they would shut down, right? All of a sudden, you can't tap into what exactly they're feeling or their emotions. Very, very immature. It says, no one has ever made me feel the way you do. You are irreplaceable. Well, duh. You know what I'm saying? I don't get the idea that this person ever questioned your value. I believe this person has consistently questioned their own value. And because they question their own value and self-worth, that is what dictates their behavior. Okay? Wow. So I don't know, for those of you who may have been questioning your own, you know, like, well, what is it that I'm doing? Am I doing something wrong? Or, you know, like, did I turn you off? Are you no longer interested? You just couldn't quite understand why it kept going on and off, in and out, right? Their energy. They would be all in, right? May have been all for the physicality, right? Physical aspect of the relationship, but you couldn't quite get in touch with this person's emotions. You couldn't quite hold on to them for long enough. There wasn't security in this relationship at all. Okay, this person consistently was shut down, and it was out of their own insecurities. Okay, but because you're incomparable to anybody else that they've ever dealt with before, they couldn't quite stay away either. Very, very selfish. You know, just instead of letting you go because they know that they were dealing with their own issues. These are not subconscious blockages. This person does know that they are insecure, right? It's a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of negative thinking, very, very low vibrational energy, but they couldn't keep themselves away from you still. Yikes. It says, I feel trapped by my circumstances. There's nothing that I can do. Exactly. So this is somebody who has possibly tried to start on this self-love journey. You may have inspired this person a lot, right? Because you yourself have gone through some form of an awakening or ascension in reference to how you look at yourself and how you allow people to treat you and your goals and just the things that you do for yourself. You're starting to take care of yourself more, your mental space, your emotional space, right? And I feel like you've either shared some specifics with this person in reference to how you nurture yourself, how you love on yourself, and what you've experienced on your self-love journey, and that has been inspiring to them. But they don't have the tools or the wherewithal, right, or the security enough in themselves to actually follow through. They couldn't quite build themselves up enough. You know what I'm saying? They was sewing together the bear. They ain't have no stuffing in there, you know. They didn't dress it with nothing. They just, you know, bare minimum. And this person could have possibly like given up, you know, just given up altogether. It was just a little bit too much to try and meet your standard, even though you weren't asking for much. Wow. Where is this going, you guys? Where is this going? This is the Light Seers Tarot deck. I just want to pull a few from here. Man. So this is definitely someone who's in conflict with their own emotions. I don't know if you're still talking to this person or engaging with this person, or if you even still want to, right? That's neither here nor there. They go back and forth in their mind. Some days they feel like it's just better to just give up on this because it makes them feel bad internally to think that they're not good enough for you. That makes them feel awful. It makes them feel bad. And then other days it's like, I'll never meet another one like this though. So I can't just let it go. What do I do, you know? And then they try again. But it's like a vicious cycle for this person. A lot of it is mental, you guys, okay? You like, duh, this motherfucker is mentally challenged. No. A lot of it is their mental space, right? We got swords here, of course. Yep, and the Magician. So swords definitely signify what's going on in your mental space and communication. The communication in this relationship definitely was lacking, right, to say the least. But this is somebody who would much rather like learn the other person. But that doesn't benefit this individual, because even though we have the Magician card and this individual does have all the tools that they need to kind of cultivate the kind of person that they want to be, it's something about this person's mental health that blocks them from making any changes on themselves, right? So even though they want to make the changes, even though they want to step up to the plate, even though they want to be the best version of themselves, there's still something mentally blocking them from being able to do that. Wow. There may be a set of you, right, who have shut down. That shutdown card could definitely be mirrored energy. Okay, you may have gotten tired of this person's inconsistent energy and decided to take matters into your own hands, and you have completely shut down, right? If that is the case, this is someone who is cultivating or trying to come up with a plan. The issue is they're not really dealing with the deeper issues inside of them. They're basically trying to just fix the surface level problems, when the problem in this shit, in every relationship before you, and I mean, looks like every relationship thereafter, if they don't do is the inner work. Okay, it's those shadows, it's those demons. They're not addressing that. And so it's a vicious cycle, and it will continue to be that. For those of you who have already shut down from this, you have recognized the cycle and you've jumped off of the fucking roller coaster. Okay, lots of ups and downs in this. Ups and downs in a relationship can create something very dangerous called a trauma bond, right? And with a trauma bond, you actually like the highs and lows, but the highs is what keeps you around, kind of waiting for, you know what I'm saying? Once things go downhill, right? Those aspects of the relationships that take you to a darker place, right? Make you question yourself, make you feel, you know, bad inside, right? Emotionally draining, could be depression, could be, you know, questioning your own self-worth. It's hindering your own growth. It's in those times that, you know, naturally you would want to walk away. But if there's a trauma bond, you can't, because your mind is telling you that the high is getting ready to come, right? If I walk away from it, then somebody else will hit the lottery, right? It's almost like those slot machines. If you hit that slot machine one time, you're like, I gotta stay. And it don't matter how many times you lose, right? How many times you put your resources in there, your money in there, and roll it. No matter how many times you lose, after that win, you're still waiting for another win because it happened one time before, right? So that's those highs that I'm talking about that could be very, very dangerous in this. So kudos, right, to those of you who have been able to shut this shit all the way down, at least to a point where this person is not affecting you emotionally and mentally anymore, right? Because that's their own shit that they need to deal with. Now, if you have not made it to that juncture, there is no judgment. Y'all know I don't do that over here. That's certainly where the divine is trying to lead you, for sure. Man, yeah. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I don't believe this person was wearing a mask purposefully. This is somebody whose mask was more of a defense mechanism, okay? But they couldn't hold it up for very long. That's why it was so inconsistent when the two of you were dealing with one another. For some of you, you couldn't even go a fucking week without some shit going down. Be honest, you know? You couldn't even go a whole week. For some of you, it's even worse. You know, every other day is something else, right? So you were always waiting for the other shoe to drop, always waiting for the next, you know, incident to happen. I saw an I messed up card, but it popped back in the deck. So that could be this person wanting to speak up, wanting to say something, but that won't be beneficial if they don't address their issues internally. There's nothing that you can do for this person. I don't care how many times they try to rebuild themselves. There will still be nothing inside, okay? No cotton, no stuffing, no heart, nothing. Nothing inside until they address the issues that is really plaguing them, plaguing all of their relationships prior to this as well, right? Yeah, man. So that is the constant thought pattern of this person. They do believe that you are the person for them. They do believe that you made like a lot of changes in them, right? But they're still not addressing that major issue internally. They much rather just kind of put on a costume and pretend to be okay, pretend to be healthy, pretend to be all right, pretend to be thinking normally, right? Like the rest of us, when their thoughts are very, very unhealthy, okay? This person may compare themselves to other people. They may have been in competition with you. Not wanting to do that, though. This is things that just happens second nature because of their shadows. Yeah, so on one end of the spectrum, right, we have very, very cold, distant energy, emotionally detached, not here for it, not really responding to the things that you're giving, not really, but there to receive, right? Sometimes, and then sometimes not. It's very, very off and on, hot and cold. And then on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, you're my one, you know, you're the one for me. I love you. So it's like, which one? It's both, you guys. Unfortunately, right? This is the struggle within this person's psyche. I belong with Aqua. I love Aqua. This is the best that I've ever experienced. I'll never be able to replace Aqua, but I hate myself. I hate who I am. I hate what I am inside. I do not deserve this. I am unworthy. Why are they even talking to me? Why are you even entertaining me? Like, I see your worth, and if you saw your worth, you wouldn't fuck with me. That's what this person tells themselves inside, so they almost resent you. Shit. This is some deep shit. Where is this going? They almost resent you for dealing with them, for giving them the benefit of the doubt, for allowing them the opportunity to work on themselves while still being able to engage with you. They don't feel like they deserve that, but they want it so badly. So they'll come in and be all in, and then in the next moment, once their mental space, right, that psyche, that those negative thoughts remind them of who they really are inside and the things that they're still struggling with, then they pull back. Yikes. It feels very Jekyll and Hyde, guys. Yeah. So we have looking through fresh eyes is necessary. And I feel like this is for this person and you as well, right? Especially if you're wondering why this shit is showing up today. It's for a reason, okay? Everybody's perspective on things definitely needs to change. For some of you, I feel like the perspective of you feeling like it's your fault definitely needs to change. This is not an opportunity to start beating yourself up, because that's very low vibrational. It feels very divinely guided. The shit had to happen. And you had nothing to do with the inconsistency. You had nothing to do with the many of masks that this person wore. It had everything to do with what they were battling with internally, guys. Wow. Okay, so we have mature woman. This is showing up as a subconscious blockage affecting this person. Gender doesn't matter, but I feel like you were definitely in the energy of kind of sitting up on your throne, you know, very yin energy, but also very, very mature. You could have taught this person a lot of things, right? Taking them under your wing. You was dropping jewels like no other, but all they could really feel internally is inferior, you know? They weren't like... They were receptive of what you were saying and they admired it on one end of the spectrum, but then on the other end of the spectrum, like I said, it was like resentment, possibly jealousy, you know, a little bit of envy in there. And then just a whole lot of not adding up, feeling like you don't add up to deserve it. Yikes. This person's inner child is screaming and crying for help. That's what this mature card is definitely screaming to me as well. They definitely have the potential to get there, but it's not until they change their perspective that they will realize that, you know, their insecurities have nothing to do with another individual, right? So this will be someone who possibly doesn't feel bad or doesn't feel accountable for ruining this shit, because it's like they almost blame you or anybody else who they feel is higher, you know, for their feelings of inferiority, right? For their feelings of incompetency, right? Wow. Ooh, we have main female, yeah. Mature and the main one. Gender does not matter, guys, okay? This could be male or female. It's all about the energy. Wow. So they battle with themselves, right? Because you're such a perfect match. But you make them so angry just how perfect you are and just how far behind they feel like they are from catching up to someone like you. So it's very, very conflicting energies. I love you. We belong together, but you're too perfect for me. How dare you like love me? Because I'm no good, because I'm no good for you. And here you are entertaining my sorry ass. Why are you doing that? And then you're like, well, fine, I won't entertain your sorry ass. I'm good. I'm out then. And they're like, no, don't go, because we belong together. I love you. You know, I love you. Damn it. This person's mental space is definitely wreaking havoc in their life, guys. Okay? While the two of you were in connection and to date. Yikes. I do believe this Magician card and this Page of Swords is this person trying to cultivate another plan, like I said, strategize. But if they do not stop believing these masks that they're wearing, right? Believing that they can have such duality and really start fixing themselves internally, that will never be the case, guys, okay? Ooh, see, yeah, we have make the effort. It says great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. And this is definitely a lesson for this person for sure. Unfortunately, it's not a lesson that they're able to see because they're wearing, you know, they think this is a motherfucking masquerade. Like, take the damn mask off. Take off the glasses, okay? Realize what it is that is affecting things currently in your life and the things in the past. You have to heal that shit, yo. You gotta heal that. Shit is not healthy. This shit is not healthy at all, okay? All right, so I'm going over to the extended. I really want to kind of dig in. I kind of want to see what karma is going to be approaching this person in the near future, because I feel like that's going to be the catalyst to make these necessary changes and blockages remove, right? To remove those necessary blockages. For those of you who care, because if they can get that done, then there is great potential here. I just have to say that, okay? What they were doing was not purposely because of you, but it definitely was because of everything that they were dealing with internally. I also want to take a look and see what they hope to become of this connection. We'll also look at their next steps and the best potential outcome. We'll also look at their intentions. That's going to be very important for those of you who still want to look at this. Those intentions are going to be everything. You have to totally subscribe to whatever those intentions are, because you may want to run for the hills. I'm just saying, okay? We'll also see what your subconscious blockages are that could directly affect the outcome moving forward, whether you decide to deal with this person or not, okay? We need to definitely look into that so that you can let your next move be your best move, okay? And then we will get into new love. We will have a new love message, guys, all right? I want to see what or whom is coming in towards you. Only new energy for those of you who are interested in that, of course. And then I want to see if there are any warning signs that you need to look out for while you're vetting these newer connections. That will let you know who you need to leave to the wayside, not even entertain or talk to, and those who can remain in the bunch that you can continue to vet. We'll also see if any of those connections will potentially lead to union in this next cycle. And then I want to see the blockages that you may still have in self-love that need to be removed in order for you to become invisible to all toxicity. That's going to skyrocket you to the highest frequency possible so that you're not repeating cycles, and so that toxicity doesn't have a place in your next love cycle, okay? That's very important, guys. And then we will, of course, get Spirit's focus advice on manifesting the quality of life that you see for yourself. Now, that recipe will be different for everyone. This is going to be an overall outlook of what you feel your quality of life should look like, what the goal is for you, whether it be in love, whether it be spiritually, financially, etc., okay? We'll see what Spirit has to say for you to get that manifested in the least amount of time, all right? So go ahead and click that like button first, all right? And click the subscribe button. Oh, one more thing, guys. To go grab these. We will have a Ask the Universe read over there as well, but I'll have directions over in the extended, okay? I'm going to link that extended down below in the description box, and I will see you guys over there.